Rockets, Green. Oh my goodness! Simon's
YouTube! What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today I got a taper with the C cup. You know, got my boy looking like he could pull Drea. But before we get started, you know the deal. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But other than that, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm starting this haircut off with the top. So the first thing I'm doing is getting my client's hair wet. Then I'm gonna comb it everything forward and make it straight so that the hair is easier to section. Then I'm sectioning off the sides of the hair from the top. It's kind of unnecessary, but it helps everything stay organized, so why not? Alright, so I'm going to be starting off at the top of the head, and to do this, I'm going to make what I like to call a mohawk section in the middle. Now this section is where I'll make my initial cut. That will be my foundational guideline that I'm going to use to be able to cut the whole head. Now I'm grabbing that mohawk section that I was talking about, and this is where I'm gonna make the first cut, like I said. So I'm checking with my client on the length, and once I get that nod of approval, I'm cutting that section all the way through the same length, matching each cut up with the previous. Once that middle section is cut, I'm combing it over to one side so I can match it with the other side. And with this side, I'm taking horizontal sections one part at a time and matching them with the middle guideline, working my way all the way back. Now keep in mind, I'm still not touching the sides that I sectioned off. I'm working just on the top. Now that that side's done, I'm taking a good piece of the cut side of the head and combing it over to the other side and doing the same thing here. And I know it's hard to see, but right here I'm showing that the hair closer to the tip of my fingers is shorter due to the middle section that we started with. And that's what we're matching the sides to. And right here I'm releasing the side sections and combing parts of the top section over to match them up with the sides and the back, and I'm going to follow the guides from the top all the way around the head. And the last step of cutting the top is cross-checking, and for this I stand at the side of his head and take sections, and I'm basically looking for any unevenness and cutting those parts to make sure that everything is uniform. Now for the taper, I'm starting off by debulking with a 3-guard closed on my masters because on my client's specific hair texture, I found this to be the perfect length to keep it nice and clean, but still dark to have good contrast on the fade. After debulking, I'm starting with the C cup, and remember the key to this is reference points. So I'm making a line at the top of the box, then a line at the sideburns, then connecting the two in a C shape with the corner of my blade. Then I'm coming in with my trimmers upside down and making my guideline in a curved shape to keep the C cup dark. This is going to be the same shape I make all my guidelines. Then I'm coming in with my shaver so I can bald it out while I still have a guideline to stop me from going too high. To start this fade, I'm using no guard with the lever open. Now if you don't know what that is, this is lever open, lever closed, halfway, 3/4, and 1/4. But with this length, I'm using the corner of my blade to make sure I keep the same shape as my initial guideline. Then I'm going in with the lever halfway and slowly going down in the guideline to fade this out. And same thing with the lever closed until the line is faded out all the way. Then I'm going in with the 1-guard close with the corner of my blade, making a guideline in the same shape. Then I'm going in with my 1/16 guard and slowly going down in the guideline to lighten it up. Remember, as you go down in the guideline, to increase clipper pressure. And I'm doing the same thing with the clipper closed until the line goes away. I see that the 1/16 closed didn't take the line out all the way, so I'm dropping down to no guard, lever open. Remember, whatever it takes to take the line out, do it. Just drop the length of the clipper gradually until all lines are faded. And I noticed that the ball line wasn't out all the way, so I'm dropping down to the trimmer with the corner of my blade and tapping at the line until it goes away. Now I'm going in with the 1.5 guard with the lever open, and this should blend nicely with the 3 guard closed that we debolt with, while also lightening up the line we're trying to take out. And here you see me drop down to a 1.5 guard close to continue to lighten up the line. And my last step is with the 1 guard, and I'm opening and closing the lever until the line is completely out, and that should finish the blend on the side taper. And the back taper is the exact same steps as the side, just with the guidelines being straighter, so I'm going to let you guys watch it without me speaking too much, but I'm going to leave the text up so it's easy to follow.
Get the fuck out of the way! I can't see!
Now, like I said before, I like to line up the back one step at a time before going around the ear to make sure it's symmetrical.
I'm a mechanic.
Now for the hairline, I'm using a 1.5 guard against the grain. I tried going with the grain with the one before, and it ended up being too long because straighter hair has a harder time getting cut with the grain, and my client likes his taper shorter, so 1.5 against the grain is perfect. Then I'm applying hot lather and a hot towel. Now, like I always say, if you don't got this, you can use rubbing alcohol. Then I'm going in with the holding spray and cold air to lock the hairs into place. And to be honest, this isn't always necessary, but ever since I started doing this, my lineups have been coming out way crispier, so might as well, you know. But then I'm going in with my straight razors to line up the vertical bars to make sure I don't push them back. And it frames the lineup for me as well, so I have a much easier time keeping the line straight. After that, I'm going in with my trimmers using the nose as a center guideline, and I'm just connecting the dots. Now, to make things really crispy, you gotta use the razor. And it's very simple. Just make sure you stretch the skin, keep the razor flat, and use slow, small strokes.
What?
Pause. God damn. But also, I'm not applying any enhancements per my client's request, and you can see that the cut is still clean. And that's something that I always say. Don't just start spraying niggas down with the enhancements without asking them first. And if they say no, you should be able to still give them a clean, natural cut. And lastly, I'm just applying a little bit of water and curling cream to bring his curls out. And no, I'm not telling you which one I use because I'm not sponsored, so fuck them. But presentation is everything, so you know, make sure you get your people right, man.